Hi, it's Marla. Today is March 4th, and I want to talk about something that I see going on right now with my husband. When he comes home, he's been gone all day, and I'm with, the baby, of course, all day long. And he said yesterday that every time he picks her up or I give give Mariella to him, she starts crying. Um, that's fair. I would agree with that 100%. They say breastfeeding increases bonding. And so I definitely think because I am exclusively breastfeeding and she rarely gets a bottle of breast milk, um, I could see that. Plus, I've been talking about sleep training a lot. What I have realized in trying to sleep train is that she has trained me uh, to just kind of go with what works. So what has worked for us is I noticed like I've been sleeping 100%. So what has worked for me, and I'm not a advocate for nor against attachment parenting. People have to do what works for them. But she does sleep with us. She sleeps on me, next to me. Actually, what I do is I sleep. She sleeps on me, and then when she's ready to feed, she kind of wakes up, and I feed her right there in the bed, and she kind of curls up right on me, and we go back to sleep right after she eats. So I've been able to get sleep, way more sleep than I was getting before. As a matter of fact, one day I said to myself, I said, I am not tired. And I was quite surprised that I did not feel tired. So she sleeps on me and, she's sleeping next to me. So we're sleeping for, 8 hours, whatever. So that's more bonding. And I'll get back to the sleep training in a minute, some insightful things that I heard from some friends of mine on Facebook. But uh, plus I give her a bath, and my husband's not quite ready for that. It took him a while with our 5 year old to get ready, and everything happens in its own time. So I'm not forcing him to give her a bath, but I think those things will help, and it'll come in its own time. So, and another thing is, he's got scruff. So when he's like in her face or something, it's prickly. I sometimes when he tries to kiss me, I'm like, oh, that hurts. So, I feel bad for him. At the same time, I'm trying to tell him these things like to do. My husband works really hard, and he's he comes home and he's tired, and I can understand like kind of like the frustration of a crying baby is kind of like, okay, if she's gonna cry, I'll just give her back to you. But I think he's got to stick it out, and that's what I'm kind of gonna work on this week with him subtly. I'm not going to say, yeah, you have to realize this, that, and the other. Um, I did kind of tell him yesterday. I said, well, I breastfeed, and breastfeed creates bonding. So instead of going into all the other things that I do, I did not say that. I just said the breastfeeding, but of course I feed her. She sleeps on me. She sleeps next to me. I give her a bath. She's with me all day. I did say that to him. I mean, because that's obvious. Um, but he is feeling kind of bad because his daughter's crying when he holds her, and and plus sometimes I want a break, and she loves to be held, so. Uh, Hopefully we can get through that. And the thing is, this isn't really new. This happened with my son, and I think there's my son and daughter were born kind of at the same time, and Mariella is just kind of like the girl version of Miles. There's just things that she does that are very girl personality to me, in my opinion. Like she prefers one breast over the other to feed off of. She only wants breast milk from the boob. She can smell me coming in, and Matthew has had milk in a bottle for her, and she's been drinking it. And the minute I walk in the door, she's like, "Oh, no, 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 no!" She's spitting it out like it's turpentine and coughing and all very girl dramatic. So it's funny, it's cute, but it is, she's very particular. She's a girl. She's particular. She's particular. She likes what she likes. Miles didn't care. Miles is like, I'll take whatever you got for me. Breast milk, formula, whatever, bottle breast, let's work it out. He didn't care. So there is a definite difference between the two. What I wanted to talk about was the sleep training. Um, I had said that, like I said, she trained me to just kind of go with the flow, and I'm a lot happier now because I'm getting some sleep. And I guess you read these things about what you shouldn't do, what's bad to do. Again, I'm all about what works for mom, because if mama's not happy, ain't nobody in that house gonna be happy. So for me, it's about what works for us. And I've been able to sleep. My mind has been clear. I can get up in the morning and do certain things, and I'm not so tired where I'm like trying to plan when I can maybe take a nap sometime during the day, still with my son around, and figure out how that's going to work out. I mean, seriously, I'm not tired. I'm not dead dog tired where I sit down for 5 minutes where I'm not doing anything, and all of a sudden I feel like I want to just like crash. So, letting her sleep on me has worked, and having her next to me when she's ready to eat again, it's just worked. It's just worked really well. She is attached to me because when she does sleep next to me on my side, she reaches up and she grabs my shirt, and she hangs on to me. And the minute I get up and move or go to the bathroom, she's kind of like, whoa, whoa. It's the warmth. And somebody on Facebook said that they can smell you. I think Marielle is definitely a, like, I smell my mommy. With the whole milk thing in the bottle versus me coming in when my husband was feeding her, and she was drinking it just fine. Then when I walked in the door, she all of a sudden didn't want anything to do with the milk in the bottle. So I think she definitely is like, I smell my mom. And also somebody said, the bed smells like me, as opposed to her sleeping in her bassinet, because the bassinet doesn't really smell like doesn't, I'm not sleeping in there. So I guess that's how it goes. But at the end of the day, I'm sleeping. So that's really all that matters for me, is that I am sleeping, and uh, it's working out quite well for me. Um, and that's about it right now. I don't have three things right now. I'm sure if I had things more organized, I'd have another third thing to talk about. But I'm sure other mothers or fathers have experienced that as well. And I think men are just kind of like, oh, their babies are small. Some guys dive right in and they're into it. And then you have guys like my husband who are kind of like, they're in it, but just not as much as the moms were. And they can't be, because we're breastfeeding and we're moms and we're doing more. And I think, there comes a time when it shifts and the kid relies more on the father or whatever. Um, he'll be okay. It's not like his kids don't love him. It's not like Mariella doesn't recognize him as her father, because that's a person that she definitely sees every day. Maybe not for as long as she sees me, but she definitely sees him. So I would tell any other father that who might feel that way. Well, she knows you're her dad. I mean, you're the male that she sees every day. Um, and it's just kind of easing that time into them. Easing maybe asking him one day, hey, why don't you plan to give Mariella a bath? Um, I probably wouldn't let him sleep on her, because my husband is like a snorer, and he talks sometimes, and he's not as gentle as a sleeper as I am with her. So I don't know if I would let him do that. So, um, moms, we just got it down. Not saying that they don't. They can at some point. Now I'm sure there's some dads that are saying, "Oh, she's bashing the dads." No, there's some out there, but for the most part, we hold it down. So anyway, don't bash me. That's my opinion. It's not written in stone anywhere. Please don't comment and tell me I'm wrong for this, that, and the other. I realize I have an opinion, and it is just that. You dads out there that are into it are fabulous, and I think that's wonderful. You're not the norm, as far as I know, and as far as I know within my circle of the people that I know. So, because me and my friends talk about our husbands, and we have some of the same gripes and griefs and things that we touch up on, and we always say we're married to the same person. So That's just me and my friends. So please, no complaints, no comments. I get it. Everybody have a good day. Bye.